Hello! And welcome back to the American Sushi Podcast. I am your host, Too Spooky, with my co-host, Evan.
That's me, Dab. I'm here.
Once again, we are back, and today we have a very special guest. His name is none other than the Zesty James. Wow. So excited to have you. Please introduce yourself.
Hey,
Hello.
yeah, thanks for coming, Zesty.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Zesty James, featured in the Two Spookies Twitch emote. I'm the more expensive one, above Zesty.
Well, actually, you're both tier 1 now, so
Ooh,
you are
available.
not more expensive anymore.
Awesome.
That's accessible to all
good.
Patreons/subscribers.
Patreons, too?
Like, I meant like patrons, like people who pay to subscribe, but I said it wrong. I made it seem like the hit crowdfunding / person funding website called Patreon, which we don't have. So I'm going to stop talking.
Rip.
So I guess one thing that we need to say right now. Can you do this with me, please, James?
Yes. I don't know.
Hey.
Oh, it made a wiener in my Audacity.
So I guess on that note, I guess to just start us right off the gate with a fat, zesty question. So what exactly makes you the Zesty James?
I'm not really sure.
What, really?
I guess just this. Oh, yeah. I do know, actually.
Can you please elaborate?
There's this really cool. Yeah. So I made a Twitch channel, very successful
Wait,
Twitch channel.
was it Twitch or YouTube?
Both,
you had both.
actually.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Yep. Very successful. Most of the YouTube channel. You guys can check this out. It's actually Zesty Avocado Gaming.
Oh, okay.
On YouTube.
So I tried to look for it, and there's like 4 different ones now. So you're a revolutionary.
I mean, there's a lot of copycats. Yeah, which it tends to happen. But it's the one with the weird avocado, and we have a whopping. Actually, let me look it up here. Tell you how many.
How many subs you got? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check on that here.
What made you come up with the name Zesty Avocado?
It's the first thing that came to my head, to be honest, and I can't really find the channel right now. It's just there's just so many.
Is there any reason why you went with the particular adjective of zest / zesty?
I don't know. You just got all these other YouTube channels out here with all these fancy adjectives.
Yeah.
Okay.
They exist.
Zesty.
You're right. So how about we start with so you met Brandon before you met me. How did you guys? What's your guys' origin story?
So basically, we lived in the same apartment complex.
Fact.
And he lived on the other side.
Okay.
Fact.
Which was a good ways away. But we had a mutual friend in the middle, like kind of between us.
Fact.
His name was Michael.
Indeed.
And he was, I'd say, probably 3 years older than Brandon.
I'd say more like 4, something like that.
But
close.
he would babysit me from time to
Ooh.
time, and we'd play RuneScape on his computer, and that's kind of how I got into old school RuneScape.
Yeah, same.
And then I met Brandon and his brother through him.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've known James for a long time now, based on that, and then we've had multiple different encounters throughout our lives, both as friends and strangers. I would say there was another time, where James and I got to reconnect, not only through this friend group, but also through our mutual work, which was the good old D-Quizzle.
Yep. Very.
So
Cool.
So I guess before
Good story,
we
guys.
elaborate, that's how we know each other. We've known each other for a very long time. So I guess before we elaborate on some old hijinks, how do you two know each other?
Ooh, well, that's a great story. Tell him, James.
Oh, good. So, I guess we were all good Xbox buddies
Yeah, we
back in
played
the day.
some epic games.
Not really so much.
Like Modern Warfare 3.
Like Modern Warfare?
Yeah. Sure. But
Sure, like that's not true.
no, we play. I think it was more Modern Warfare 2.
I never played Modern Warfare 2.
time or
That's a
something.
fact.
Well, that's fine. It was a long time ago. But I was playing with Brandon and a few other people that we knew.
Uh-huh.
And this guy
Hey,
Evan
I showed up.
kept coming up. Mr. Blue
Uh-huh.
kept showing up in the party chats. And just one day, just out of the blue, we found out that we lived kind of near each other.
Yeah.
And we've never met in real life.
Before
we just
this
kind
moment,
of
never
were
met in
Xbox
real life,
buddies.
yes.
Yeah, never met before in my life. He messaged me, I think probably on Xbox. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go to Dairy Queen with me?" And I'm thinking, I mean, yeah, sure. Dairy Queen was just up the road. I worked there. Might as well go get some ice cream at the time. Sounds like a good time, So he pulls up in his little
Yeah, I was
little
driving
truck.
my grandpa's
It's
truck
got-
at this point.
Yep.
Which was a two-door vehicle, so...
Yes.
It did have
He rolls
it did have
up.
4 seats. 2 were in the back that were very crunched together. It was very hard to fit into. So
very hard to get into. Yes. He pulled up. There were 2 people in this truck. The driver was Evan. But in the passenger seat was this mysterious woman who I've never seen before in my life.
I was confused because I thought for sure you'd want to third wheel with me. That's why I asked you.
Oh yeah.
I thought this person I never met in real life. I'm like, one of my earlier dates with my girlfriend at the time. I'm like, let me bring Zesty James along.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why. So I hop in the back, and he introduces me to her. I think her name was. I'm pretty sure it was Tyler.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I called her Tony.
Introduced them.
The entire
I introduced them appropriately with correct names and all. Okay.
Yeah, you probably did.
I know I did. But I wouldn't just.
I'm sure you
did.
I
just left you guys there not to talk to each other.
I mean, we never left. Like, we were all 3 together all the time, the whole time. And I would always call her Tony because I knew a girl named Tony. Didn't know any girls named Tyler.
That's true.
So just reverted to Tony. And apparently she got really mad about this because Evan never corrected me.
Yeah.
One time throughout the entire... I called her Tony probably 20 times.
Yeah, no, I thought she would correct you. Like, why is it my job? It's not my name. And I want you to know, you were not the first third wheel on a date with this girl either. I also had old 1-2 third wheel on a date with me once. I think my first date, actually.
Hell yeah.
I'm real confused on why you 2 aren't together.
Can you imagine that we're still not in a successful relationship after starting it like that?
Yeah, it's a mystery, honestly.
You know, it's an age-old one that we may never find out, but we also may find out.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great. So that's how I met James officially for the first time. And, he was very zesty when I met him by calling my girlfriend at the time the wrong name. So Zest definitely fits that.
I don't think I've ever met a more zesty person in my life. You know, speaking of this zest we're talking about here, so there was one point where he's like, you know what? I have this great Zesty Boi as an emote. Maybe I should just put him on a t-shirt without the permission of said person's likeness. So, I mean, not that anyone was necessarily going to purchase it, but just the fact that you could was enough for me, right? Mm-hmm. And I figured James would appreciate that, knowing that he has monetary value. But anyways, I put this up, and lo and behold, what ended up happening was the design got copyright struck down, cease and desist, on the t-shirt website I put it on, from Epic Games themselves, the creators of Fortnite. So I guess the question I have for this, James, why the hell does Fortnite own your likeness? What the hell?
Yeah,
what's going on
question.
here?
I really wish I could answer that question.
Well, give us a shot.
But I can't.
So you're saying this was an illegal cease and desist? They had no rights to you or your character or your likeness?
I would say no. I should be getting some royalties if that were the case, but I have not gotten a single paycheck from Epic Games.
I mean,
really?
I'll give you a high five.
Yeah, I'll give you a high five.
That's fine.
I have no affiliation with Epic Games aside from being an Epic gamer. You know?
I mean, if I remember correctly, through the whole Fortnite craze, you were the one who bullied me to play it, actually.
Me?
In the first place. Yes, you.
I bullied you to play Fortnite? When was this?
When it was first starting out. I would not have played Fortnite unless you bullied me to play it. Fact.
Wow. Well, you're welcome.
I can back that up.
You're welcome. For that epic fun that we had.
Yeah, I enjoyed Fortnite for a long time. So I'm not mad about it. I just want you to know you're responsible.
Yeah, so speaking of fads, Zesty James and I have hopped on to the most recent one being Valorant. And we also engaged for a while with Overwatch. So I want to tell at least one Valorant story that is fresh in my mind as it happened last night. And James is really upset because I like to play video games and meet new friends. I like to talk to people. That's my goal, is to talk to new people in any video game that I play.
Oh, we've established this with a good old one tooth.
Yep, and so I like to make new friends. I like to say hello. And so we happened upon some young girl in our Valorant chat last night, and she left like 2 rounds in out of, you have to win like 13 rounds or something. So, like, very early on, and then we just got smoked. And then she came back in at the end. And so we invited her to join our party in the game. However, she got penalized for leaving early. And she didn't get penalized for, like, oh, you can't join for a minute or two. Nope, an hour she can't join for. So we were in a party with this girl and one of our other friends for an hour, just telling really dumb stories.
What dumb stories did you tell?
Well, James didn't talk much.
I don't remember any of
You
that
don't
story.
remember what? It happened.
It was real
It
stupid.
happened last night.
It was so all
Literally
over the place.
last
Like,
night
I
Are you
just
like
happened.
we had to
inebriated
restart.
hard or something?
Yeah,
James? Like,
jeez, this
Oh my
guy.
goodness. I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, there's
I
not
don't
really many
remember
good
anything.
stories that we told them, but they happened. And that's a very consistent thing to happen with me and James playing video games, is I would invite people to our party, and
I'm
we
aware.
would, and it
Oh, remember Chop Chop?
Yeah,
like,
we've
you wanna
already
talk
talked about him.
Chop Chop? You can.
I have
Oh,
nothing to
good.
say about Chop
You
Chop.
want to talk about Chop Chop, James? Go
You
ahead.
guys can go for it.
I disavow.
So Chop Chop's this dude from the UK. I don't know how they met, but he would always join our parties, and he would always be pissed drunk, and just be slurring his words and just spewing the most ridiculous
Can you do an
facts.
impression?
I don't even know if they were true. I can't.
Okay, let's hear it.
Something. It was just ridiculous. It's like a slurring English accent. I can't do it.
But he's
gonna
not
attempt
the
it.
only one that I invited, especially, like, specifically when it was James and I playing Overwatch, I would invite random people from the game into our party and try to match up with them. And it never really worked out well, but I tried. People on Overwatch aren't very friendly.
Well, I just know that in Modern Warfare 3 specifically, whenever we play, whenever you were about to get offline,
Me.
I would know, because our entire party would fill up with like 18 people from inviting everyone on the recent players list, and everyone would be coming in.
Yeah.
Why'd you invite me to a party? Like, what's going on? And then
he
yeah,
would
and then
leave
you
right
just
away,
see
so it seemed like we.
Blue 1, 2, 3, 5,
I mean,
6 is
no.
offline.
You can't put that all on me, because occasionally, I would pretend that I also got invited to it.
Okay, you are correct. Occasionally you would do that, but then usually you'd leave anyways. So
But yeah,
that's
Epic
how
Games
Chop
are-
Shop came to be.
Epic Games are really fun. Speaking of, James, what have you been playing lately? We've talked Valorant a little bit.
I play a decent amount of Rust. And that's
Oh,
Hey, I
really?
played that with you.
I'm also a big fan of Papers, Please.
What's that?
I'm pretty good at that game. So basically it's like a game. It's like a kind of.
Oh.
It's not like an 8-bit game, but it's like
Oh, cool.
not really low budget, but it's just kind of looks low budget. And basically, you're a border patrol agent back in Soviet Russia, and people come up to you, and they give you their ID and everything, and you have to check out, make sure it's correct and it's not expired. And some of them forge different documents, so you have to know like what cities documents come from and what kind of stamps, what they look like, and everything.
Oh.
It gets really hard, but it's a lot of fun, and I recommend if it's on sale. It should be on the summer sale for Steam. I recommend picking that up because it's really fun.
Hey, I might just do
Ooh.
that. Any other games you've been playing recently?
Not really. I mean, just
Yeah,
like
tell me a
Rust.
little bit about Rust, because I feel like that's very similar to how I interact with people, is how you interact with people on Rust.
Yeah. So
And by that we
for
mean
those
bully
for those
kids.
oh yeah, Brandon and I have definitely bullied kids in Rust.
We did, and we got bullied at the same time. So
Yeah, we got very bullied. So basically on Rust, you can lose everything you have in like 0.2 seconds. Everybody spawns with nothing on a beach, and you have to
well, not enough.
Wait,
build a
with
base.
nothing?
We have a rock.
Well, you get a rock and
You
a
have, like,
torch.
a diaper?
No, you're
I mean, yeah,
completely naked.
but,
Oh, great.
yeah, there's
Well.
some censoring option you can click, and
Okay,
you'll have like
good.
underwear on, but basically nothing. Yeah. But then like you can build a base. It takes a lot of resources to build a base and secure it, and then even then, once you have a base, people can raid it and take all your stuff. And then you'll have nothing again. But basically, Brandon and I, we were slaving away, harvesting resources for probably about like 35 to 45 minutes, and we finally had enough for a base. So we go and put it down, and when you build a base, you got to put it down really fast, because if you don't, you'll get destroyed and people will take all your stuff. So we're putting down, we got half the base down. All of a sudden, this dude comes charging with a horse, and he and he takes out a bow and arrow, and he's like, "All right, guys, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Either way, I'm getting your stuff." So we just dropped everything on the ground, and the dude took everything we had. And then he ended up killing us anyway.
Oh, good. Okay. So you got bullied. How do you
Yeah,
bully
we
kids
did
then?
get bullied. I just like chase him down and harass
No, I
him.
meant in
pretty much.
Rust.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, I mean, there's also been times like I've played with James a few times. I
Yeah.
can't say like all the time. And
Yeah.
the story he just told was the very first time I played, for the record. So
Okay.
I want that to be known. But there was this one game where there was this dude just hanging out on top of a gas station the whole time, like yelling stuff. And James recruited him. James was like, "Hey, you want to hang out with us?" Like, he made a new friend with us. Then this guy tried to murder us. So thanks for that, James. But I just want it to be known that I saved us. Okay, I killed the guy. I had like half an HP. James was long dead at this point.
Oh no!
Because that guy killed him. I want that to be known.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody in Rust. But
James
you can try
trusted
to
him.
be civil.
So we can come back to Epic Games, but I think while we're on the topic of bullying people, I want to talk about this instance that James had happen at our local mall. And I didn't prepare him to tell this story, but I would like him to.
It's a great story. Please tell James.
About Deadpool.
There's a few. You're gonna have to remind me.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I know this. Okay. So
You got to start with the
there's
Deadpool
this really
video
cool guy.
too.
all right. I mean, I could probably. Do I have it?
I can't pull it up on stream right now, but
I think I have it. I think I have it, and I can play the audio for it.
Oh, good.
But so okay. So there's this. I wouldn't say mutual friend, but somebody that Evan knows.
I wouldn't even call him a friend to
And-
me, but I do know him.
I do have the video, just so you know. We'll play that later.
Cool.
But yeah, basically this guy, Evan knows, he's a little bit strange, and he really likes Deadpool. And he made this video. I'll actually play the audio for you right now.
Just play it. It'll sound really good through your microphone, I bet.
Deadpool here. Just want to wish you all a good night. And to see my movie. But see my movie first. And then you go to bed. You know who you are. I know you didn't see my movie yet. Alright. Bye.
And they really
No.
paid a lot of money for Deadpool advertising.
Now,
back then.
Yeah.
now you got to know
So the
that
whole-
he is in a Deadpool mask while doing that video.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's pretty cringy. But that video was dispersed throughout our friend group, so like we all knew about it, and we ended up seeing him at GameStop in the mall, out of Deadpool uniform, just as a civilian walking around. And
I knew
Evan
his secret identity.
Yeah, we knew his secret identity.
Oh, did you?
But Evan goes, "Hey James, go up and take a picture with him."
No, I said,
So-
hey James, bet you won't go take a picture with him.
Oh,
And
yep.
then you're like, well, maybe. And I said, I'll give you what's left on this Applebee's gift card. I don't know what's left on it, but you have to take that risk. It's at least something. And so,
Yeah. So then I go up to him and I go, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" And he goes, "Sure." So I take my phone out and I'm going to my camera, but in my camera roll is his video with him in his Deadpool mask. So I get the picture of him. Actually, I get the picture of him, and then he asks to see it. And then he sees the video in my camera roll. He goes, is that me? Is that a picture of me?" And I was like, no, I'm just a really big fan of Deadpool." He's like, "I think that's me." And I was like, "Oh no, I took it at this guy at like a Comic-Con." So
I know you said literal Comic-Con.
I made some dumb excuse, and he goes, just out of the blue, he gets a straight face, and he's like, "I want you to delete that photo we just took." And I'm like, "All right." And then he was not gonna let this go, so I was like, "Okay, fine." I deleted it. I was turning away, and then he goes, "Actually, there's this feature on iPhones where you can recover deleted photos, so I'm gonna need you to delete that too." And I was like, because I was just gonna go back and recover it, but then I had to go.
Gotcha.
Deleted again. When I went back to Evan was gone. He didn't want to be anywhere near this.
Disavowed. I was gone.
Yep. He was out of there. I went back. I told him what happened. He did not believe me until, like, 2 days later, there was a post on Facebook from
Forgot about
this man's girlfriend. It was
No, he
a long,
posted.
lengthy
No.
post.
He posted it. And
Oh, yep,
she commented on it. But what did he post again?
He said, "Apparently I have a stalker here in town." He requested a picture with me, but I saw in his camera roll it was full of photos of me.
Photos
So
of him?
Yeah.
From seeing one video.
Basically. Yep, one video. He's the coolest guy ever.
And then his
Whatever. I
girlfriend
don't know.
commented and said, "I'm going to beat him up if I ever see him." So she's still on the
She did
lookout for
threaten to
you.
beat me up. I
Do you
guess.
think he would recognize you if you saw him today, as the person that once asked for a picture? And
I have
is the
seen
stalker
him a
of
couple of times at work. He does work at a nursing home, and he kind of looked at me funny, but I don't think he recognized who exactly.
Well, all right. Well, here's a question. As someone who knows you in person, was your head shaved at this time? Yes or no?
Ooh.
I think my hair was short. I don't think it was not shaved.
Okay. I think you're getting.
I
maybe
do want to
kinda.
say,
I don't know.
from the fallout of this, I got blocked on Facebook by this guy, too.
Well, how did he know you were in?
I don't understand. I think because I probably
saw us
liked it or
talking.
something. Yeah, might have been it. I might have liked
boy.
it.
Well,
Wait.
speaking of bullying people,
Yeah, please.
with James involved, James, can you please tell the story about that one time you bullied Terry with an eye at our job? If you want me to set the groundwork, I'll do it. I'll do it. So basically, all right.
No,
I'm
no,
just-
I've got to
I'm gonna
pause
set
here.
the
Yeah,
I
groundwork.
want you to know
go
I
ahead.
said in Discord who Terry was,
Yeah.
and James replied, "No way." And Brandon's still like, "Let's go full force into this, please."
I love this story, okay, but I do not love this guy. So James and I both worked at our local D Quizzle. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Not really,
Wonderful.
but we both worked there, right? So we had a mutual employee. His name was Terry I. So Terry I has to be the definition of the worst employee to ever be hired at a Dairy Queen. All right. This he probably worked there for like 2 years. Man did not know how to blend a blizzard. That's how bad we're talking here. And I'm not even joking.
They wouldn't trust
They would
him
not
behind
trust
the
him.
counter.
They would not trust him behind the counter because he was that incompetent. So his entire job, the only reason he showed up to work was to clean tables in the lobby, and that was it. When he's not cleaning tables, you want to know what he would do? He would go into the bathroom where there is one stall, and he would lock the door and sit down on the toilet with his phone. Either that, or he would go down to the basement on his phone. And the worst part is he had some ties to the company, more or less, within his family. So it's not like, our managers could call him out on his bullshit. So he's just an awful employee, awful person. Like, to give you an example of the incompetence of this man. So I was in charge of the kitchen a lot of the times, right? So to go home at the end of the night, I would have to clean everything up. So one of those things includes like taking down the fry area and cleaning that up, right? So it's like a lot of big hunky parts, and they take a little bit to clean because of all like the grease and
hunky
shit.
parts,
Hunky,
huh? They're hunky?
Yeah, they're very hunky, hunky and
Ooh.
clunky.
Handsome.
And I just finished cleaning one, and like you have a 3-compartment sink, that's how you clean the dishes.
Yeah,
At,
okay.
at these establishments. So there is a sink to wash your hands, not even 2 feet away from this, like the washing station, right, where you wash the dishes and stuff. This man comes in, hand full of ketchup, and sprays all the ketchup onto my clean dishes, bro. I'm like, I turned to him and I looked like a dumbfounded look on my face. And I was like, "Are you serious right now?" And he's like, "Oh, I need to wash my hands." And I was like, "There's a sink right there, you moron." I probably didn't call him a moron, but I did say that. And he just looked at me dumb, and he's like, "Oh, well, I wanted to use this," and then he walks away. This is like an everyday occurrence with this man. Just like this level of incompetence all the time. So, to get back at him, James, I don't remember who came up with the actual plan. It might have been James.
I hope
All right, I'm
so.
gonna say that. It's
He's
probably
usually
James.
the mastermind of these things.
Yeah, he was the one who probably came up with it. But the thing is, our manager was on board with this situation. So, like I established, this guy is like in charge of cleaning the lobby, right? Which also includes the bathrooms. So, James, I've set up the groundwork. Tell us what happened.
Okay, so this Terry, when he wasn't cleaning, he was in the bathroom on his phone, sitting on the stall
Fact.
for hours. Hours he would do this on the clock.
Okay.
So we decided that we would make the bathroom a little messy
What?
in a gross way, but not really gross, just to like freak him out and just, I don't know, be bullies, I guess. We were pretty bullies
Well,
at the time.
we also have to establish that the store was closed at this point, so it's not like
Yes.
any customers would get involved in the hijinks.
Yeah. You also need to know that one of the ingredients that we use to make our blizzards and ice cream is called cocoa fudge.
Ooh.
It's really black and
Oh,
runny.
okay.
And it
I
looks-
forgot
looks
this
like
story, but I
diarrhea.
remember
Looks
it
like
now.
diarrhea. Looks like diarrhea.
Yeah. So we get some in a cup and we go in, we like drizzle it on the toilet seat, just having good fun.
Oh, what did it look like? Why'd you do that?
At his expense.
Why'd you do that?
Well, okay.
it looked like
why we
somebody
did it
went
is
to town
because
on
this
the toilet.
cocoa fudge was old and we were going to be throwing it away anyways. So it's not like we were wasting product. It was going in
I
the
want
trash.
to. I want to reestablish that your manager was on board with this.
He was indeed. He said we could do it.
He said,
Yep.
"Haha, go prank
Yep.
him with fake poop in the
Dude,
bathroom."
our manager was the best guy of all
That's
time,
what
and
he
he was
said.
sick of his shit too. So
It's true. I still talk to him today, but we got it in a cup. I don't know if it was me or Brandon, and we put it on the toilet seat and like on the floor.
you definitely.
And then
did
we
it.
went
It
back
wasn't me.
and okay, sorry. Probably was me. And then we went back and we were like cleaning like nothing happened. Then all of a sudden, Terry walks to the back of the restaurant where we're cleaning and the manager is, and he goes up to the manager. He goes, "Hey Mike, I think someone went to the bathroom all over the toilet and the floor. And Mike turns and looks at him, and with absolute brutality, he goes, well, you're the one that needs to clean it. You're the cleaner. Something along those lines. Like, this is your job, not mine. Like, take care of it. So he goes in there with a mop, and for whatever reason, he sniffs it and comes back in and he goes, I think this is chocolate, not poop. And we're all just like dumbfounded. We asked him, we're like, why would you sniff it? What are you talking about?
I don't think he
he's
answered
just
us.
No, yeah, he just went back to cleaning it. It was, oh my god, one of the strangest experiences I've had at Dairy Queen. But he cleaned it. He took care of business.
I still to this day want to know why he decided to sniff
To
it.
sniff it. Yeah,
I mean, maybe he was wondering why he couldn't smell it. Like, why doesn't it smell like ass in here?
Like,
but I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of unanswered questions with
Probably
this
hoped
story.
it smelled like chocolate. You think he tasted it?
I really
He could've.
hope not, but he could have.
Would he be
Sure.
on that level that he might taste it if he was really confused?
I mean, you don't know what he does in his alone
You're
time.
right.
Like,
Oh,
away from
Well,
the watchful
okay,
eye.
I
you
can't
know
say it
what's
on
happening.
stream,
Yeah.
but I just remembered another story about
I know
him.
you did. I
but-
just did too. I
Yeah.
disavow that story. You can tell it if you want.
I'm not gonna say it.
You
I'm
can
not
tell
gonna
that
say
if you
it.
want, but I disavow
Is
it.
that what he did in class?
No, I don't know.
Now
that
you better
one,
tell
so-
it. Just tell it.
I'm not telling that.
It's really inappropriate.
I know it is. I mean, you guys talk about fake poop. Like, how much lower can we go?
Okay, this is fake poop and fudge, all right? This is borderline sexual harassment is what we're talking here. So I don't know if I want to
Oh,
go.
yeah, never mind. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
We
So,
must have been thinking of different
anyways,
ones,
speaking
but-
of gross stories, hey, you want to tell
Hey.
a Buffalo Wild Wings story, James?
Yeah, go for it, James.
Your first day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is my first day. Evan, for whatever reason, I don't know how, he convinced me. I think it was because they paid a lot better than Dairy Queen, but he convinced me. to
No,
work
you
with him
complained.
at our
You
local
complained
Buffalo
about
Wild
Dairy
Wings.
Queen every day, all the time.
That's fair. Yeah,
Constantly
Dairy Queen
complained about Dairy Queen.
was garbage.
Okay.
You're right. Did not like it. But there was this position that he did called the guest
Yeah.
experience captain.
Wonderfully
And
overpaid.
he wore. Yeah, at the time it made $11 an hour, which was way more than any of the people that actually worked got.
Well, no,
for
servers made
actually
way more
working.
than us. But anyways,
Yeah,
continue.
they did. So
James got hired,
he was
and
training.
I trained him.
Yes, he trained
Uh-huh.
me. He was like my brother. We were going along to the tables, checking
Uh-huh.
everything, making sure they knew about our new
That
stuff
was
that was going
our
on.
job. We were like promoting new things,
Yeah.
and we were making sure everyone was having a good time. Everyone was having a blast because James and I were on the case to make sure they were.
Yeah. Also didn't help that I had absolutely crippling anxiety at the time.
Yep.
And had a hard time going over to new people, but that was my job. So
And I,
Thanks, Evan.
and I was like,
Yeah.
James, go talk to him. You got this table. Go talk to him.
yeah. But I was just going about my business, walking around the bar area, and these two grown men,
Gentlemen.
were sitting together. Gentlemen, were sitting together at a table, enjoying some nice
Yep,
chips and salsa.
absolutely
They
were.
beckon me over.
They
They
bet.
beckon me over. I come over. I'm like, "Hey guys, how can I help you?" And this one man picks up his salsa, and he goes, "Hey, smell this salsa." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Just smell it." So I sniff the salsa, and he goes, "What does that smell like to you?" And I go, "I don't know.
Salsa.
It smells like salsa to me." And he goes, "You know what that salsa smells like?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "That salsa smells like pussy."
Oh my god.
And he just starts cackling, and his buddy starts laughing too. And at this
James-
point, I don't know what the hell's
James
going
is so
on.
confused by the mention of female anatomy with regards to salsa. Just perplexed.
That's true. So I call Evan over. Evan is like probably 10 feet away from us. He didn't
I'm
hear
just
anything.
watching.
I call him over. I'm like, "Yeah, get this guy. Evan, you need to help these people. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on." And
Oh,
he
God.
goes, "Hey guys, what seems to be the problem?" And the guy goes, "This salsa smells like pussy." So what does Evan
I'm a
say?
Classic prankster. And I'm like, well, okay, do you want me to get rid of it or do you want more of it? They're like, they just start
dying.
laughing and don't say anything, so I walk away.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, on the topic of Buffalo Wild Wings, Evan also bullied me into quitting Dairy Queen and going to Buffalo Wild Wings, but I quit immediately. I just want that to be known.
You did work there for a day,
did.
so
I worked there for like a month, maybe two, but
no way it was that long.
it was at least a month. I know it was
No
at least
way
a
it was
month.
2
I don't
months.
think maybe it was not 2, but definitely a full month. But
I mean,
don't know.
there's
I
lots of
hated
good
it, to be
times
fair.
from Buffalo Wild Wings that James and I had.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
Was just recently there still. So, for as much as he wants to bully about it, he liked it.
I mean-
Speaking of Buffalo Wild Wings stories, hold on.
Well-
I would love to prank James at Buffalo Wild Wings. It was my pastime because he took things very seriously, and I don't take much serious. And so one time,
Talking about the forks.
absolutely about the forks. One time, James and I were working at the front registers, and James went to go bag up an order or something, and I thought, well, let me just open his register and place some forks in it. Because that's a fun idea. He'll be like, why are there forks in my register? And so
witty.
he comes out. Yeah, I know, I'm very creative and funny, but
random.
he comes out and tries to open his drawer, and he frickin' can't. And I think there was a guest right there waiting for change or something.
There was.
And so he goes back, gets the manager, like, tries to figure it out. They eventually get it. And later on that day, he goes, Evan, why don't you take your job more seriously? Dead, straight-faced, as serious and as angry as he possibly could be.
This was a busy day. I was frustrated. There was a lot of stuff going on. I was just trying to do my job. I couldn't get my drawer open to give this poor guy his change.
In it.
And he's just like looking at me like I'm stupid. I can't even open the
yeah.
cash register.
James asked me to open my cash register, which didn't have forks in it, so I was able to do that. Oh, man.
Well, speaking of change,
go ahead. You got a story.
Do you want to please tell the story about how I gave you a nice tip when you were working?
Oh, me? You want me to tell my story?
Yeah, I need your perspective since I was the
Great.
one that did it. I want to hear how this unfolded in first person, please.
I think I was serving on my first day there that I served, and I posted about it on Facebook and Snapchat, I think. And I was like, hey, come visit. I'm going to be bored. Come visit and get fed food by me into your mouth holes. And Brandon and his girlfriend at the time are like, you know what? Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Despite the fact that Brandon hates Buffalo Wild Wings, in fact. But he wanted to come support his bud, and so they came. They came, and they ordered food. They were very pleasant. It was fun to sit and talk with them. And then they leave, and I wasn't expecting a tip. Like, I didn't want my friends to tip me. And I really didn't want them to tip me after I saw what Brandon did. So my man thought it was a great idea. He thought he was really funny. And he wrapped a bunch of change in like $2 or something. So I went to pick up the money and put it where it's supposed to go. And coins all over the fucking floor. All over the floor. And I just had this look on my face like, God damn it. He fucking got me. Like, fucking goddamn it. So I'm on the ground picking up my shekels, like, trying to go about my business. I text Brandon, I'm like, God damn it, you got me.
I'm pretty sure you messaged me shortly after just saying fuck you or something.
Probably.
I basically, like, always had, like, an enormous amount of change in my wallet.
Yeah.
And, like, in actual coins. So I just took $2 and wrapped, like, all that change in it. I don't even know how much it was, but I know it was, like, it was a lot. So, and, like, I wrapped it so it just looks like there's $2 just kind of sitting there. And he'd be like, hey, look, change.
It worked out perfectly, too. Because, like, I could have been smart and just, like, had the change go onto the table and not be obnoxious. But no, I'm like, okay, I'll just pick it up. There's no way my good pal would prank me.
I pranked him.
Speaking of good pals pranking each other, James, can you tell the sock story? I didn't even write this down, but it's my favorite.
I would love to hear it.
Sock story, please.
Alright, so do you guys like when people, like, close friends rip off your clothing? Because I sure don't. We were at our buddy Jared's house, and we were drinking a little bit. And I was laying in Jared's bed, trying to get some Z's, and all of a sudden Evan comes up, starts taking my socks off. I'm like, why are you taking my socks off? He's like, you can't sleep with your socks on. Something stupid like that. I was like, I sure can.
Well,
I tried to fight him
we'll
to keep
see.
my socks on.
We'll see if you can sleep with your socks on.
So he rips my socks off, throws them across the room. I only found one of them. Put it back on. Went to bed with one sock on my foot.
No, you missed the
other
line.
foot
You
was
missed
just
the
completely
quote.
naked.
The quote of the story.
Oh, yep, okay. For whatever reason, I'm fighting him. He's taking my sock, and all of a sudden I say, "Knock it off! You're ruining my life."
Very loudly, "Stop! Stop! You're ruining my life!" super loud.
We're very, very drunk. Everybody like turns to see what's happened. This kid's fighting me for my socks.
I remember Jared.
I lose a sock.
Jared the next day was like, dude, James wouldn't stop fucking kicking me. And like, all I wanted was him to like be able to sleep without his socks. I was trying to be a good friend.
From one person's experience, they're helping out their bud. From the others, it's hashtag me too.
Ruining his life. In fact.
Yep. So I had to go and borrow a pair of his roommate's socks. It was actually my cousin at the time, and he has notoriously small feet.
Wait, what?
So I was stretching out a sock over my foot. I mean, smaller than my feet, definitely.
Are we talking about
So I
good
was
old
stretching
one
out
tooth?
a
Your
small
cousin's
sock
old one
over my
tooth,
foot.
by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
But yeah,
goodness.
fuck socks. Can't sleep with them. Don't at me.
Okay. So, are there any other sweet, delicious stories we want to talk about
Yeah,
before
there's
we
a
move on to
couple.
some other? Oh, okay, go
There's
for
quite
it.
a few.
boy.
I got a text from James yesterday that I have to read.
Okay. No, you don't have
I
to
warned
read
him.
that, please.
Don't
Don't read it. I told you not
This man sends me Snapchats of his poop all the time.
No, you
Very
started it. You
consistently.
started
No,
that.
Adam,
You,
no, old
you
one
said
dude
it.
started it.
I
That's
just
fine.
want it
I
to be
get
known
plenty
that
from
I
you,
don't
though.
snap my poop to my
I don't
friends.
snap my poop to my friends either.
That's a lie.
I have
That's
never
a
done that
lie.
in my
I
life.
disavow.
That's a
But anyways, it's a much
absolute
easier
lie.
story that we don't need to get all argumentative about, James.
Oh.
But he said, and I quote, "I just took the biggest shit, and 20 seconds after I flushed, the pipes in the wall started groaning really loud." So can you explain that, please?
This is at our local community college where I was helping out for one of the classes.
Why did you feel the
and
need
that's
to
what
text
happened.
me
I don't
that is
feel-
what I'm saying.
I feel like you would have been proud of me, but I guess not.
What?
So that's fine.
What? When have I ever been excited to get anything to do with your poop? When have I ever been
Just-
overjoyed
okay,
to see
it's-
your poop?
okay,
your
come
fecal
on.
matter.
Listen.
Win.
Listen. I think the chat can defend me that that's a pretty impressive story. Like, I almost broke an entire, large building's plumbing system single-handedly by myself. I think that's pretty significant. I wanted to share that
I mean,
information.
oh,
with
so
I
why
don't
did
know
you
if
wa-
impressive
No, why did
or,
you want it
like,
on the
alarming
podcast
is
then?
the correct
Why didn't you want it
descriptive
on the podcast then?
because it's not a story you tell, tens of people.
term. What you told us.
Yeah, you
We're
told
like
me. I
tons
didn't
of
need to
people.
know.
I told you, yeah. You're
All
welcome.
right, and then
My best buddy.
I want to hear about your 19th birthday. In fact, do you remember that?
I don't remember too much about that.
Your
I don't
19th birthday, I brought you to my house and I gave you your gifts.
know.
Can you explain your birthday, please? Your number one pal brought you to his house and gave you some thoughtful birthday gifts.
You
And do you
sure
remember
did.
what they were?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
I think you do. I have a feeling you do remember
don't
what they
think
are. So I got him a May shirt from Overwatch, which is his favorite hero in Overwatch. I got
that's a good
him.
choice.
I made him a mason jar with 19 of my favorite memories of us hanging out.
Was there a little pony in there?
Oh, jeez, no.
Never mind it.
I don't.
Just
You can
continue.
tell that
No,
story
I
next. I
know
don't
what
remember
he's
that
talking
at all.
about. We're
James
not
gets
doing
it.
that.
You don't. Please continue.
I
Please
get it.
continue.
A lot of people in the chat will get it.
Please.
too.
Like My Little Pony, I get that, but I don't know what that has to do with James. Being a
It's
brony.
just
more of like
continue.
a jar
Yeah,
thing.
just continue.
Oh, yeah, I disavow. Anyways,
Okay.
speaking of that, the third gift was a fleshlight.
Hey.
So
Yep.
that's
So
all I need
what
to
are
say.
your hijinks with this fleshlight, James?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
What? What I thought I was just posing with it with the camera.
I mean,
So there's a nice
Oh, you
picture
didn't
out
need
there.
to say that, 'cause now people are going to want to see it.
if you had to
I don't think
recommend
anybody's gonna want to see
fleshlight
it
usage,
besides Julian.
No one's
To
going
your
to want to see
average
it.
bro.
For sure people are going to want to see it.
I mean, if you could recommend a fleshlight to your average bro, would you?
Recommend.
Yeah, I mean, you got this lovely
I gave
gift.
you
I
a
mean, didn't you at
fleshlight.
least use it, James?
No, I definitely threw it away 'cause I was a little
James,
bothered at
don't
the
do
time.
this.
I was-
No,
I'm not
don't make me
doing
get
it.
my... No, don't do this. Would you
What do you
recommend a
mean, don't
fleshlight?
do-
Just be respectful and answer the question.
I would say no.
Okay.
Okay, I get that answer.
There
the
you
question.
go, because
No.
I'll bring receipts out if you need me to, but
The only
we don't have to.
I guess he only recommends it if it's in the trash. Moving on.
Yep. Boom.
And finally, can you tell the You Moron story, please?
You're gonna have to help me.
Okay,
with
so
that
we were at a party at our local
Oh,
friend's
yep,
house, and James is
It was-
James is
yep.
infamous for being a lightweight and being very like loud and clumsy when he's intoxicated, okay? So my man was hanging out with his bud. They were his bud had his arm around him. They were hanging out, being good pals in the kitchen. And I was recording this moment because I love cinematography, right?
Right, sure.
And so I thought this could be a great moment. And anyways, I said, James must have said something funny. Because I said, what are you doing, James? And he started putting his hit Mike's Hard Lemonade up on the fridge, on top of the fridge. And and this is captured on video. This is incredible. I could have had a billion different parties and never captured something this great on video. And he dropped it and tried to catch it with his hands, and it fell right on the floor. And his face is just as upset and, like, concerned as possible. Like, oh my god, that really just happened. And I said, you moron, really loudly at the end of it.
In the video. James, you moron!
Do you still have the video to this day?
Absolutely have this video.
We definitely do.
Oh, you better make sure you, backlog that one.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll
You
save
don't want
that.
to ever get rid of that moment.
Multiple hard drives. But, yeah, so, James, you like anime sometimes. Why do you hate One Piece?
Yeah, why won't you watch One Piece, punk? What the fuck?
I don't
You
hate One Piece. I don't hate it.
Well,
I tried to get into it a few times, and I start from episode 1, and it's... I mean, it could be interesting in some parts, but it's just kind of drawn out, I feel, in my personal opinion.
Well, I'm not going
So
to
it's hard
argue
for me to get into
that
it.
the anime itself does not draw things out, because it definitely does. 100%. But, I mean, you could read the manga.
yeah.
I could.
Well, James doesn't know how to read, so...
Yeah,
Oh, you're
just
right.
for the
I'm
record, I do need to say that just like not even a day or two ago, James is out here defending Big Mouth over One
That's
Piece.
true.
So I don't know.
I did not
I
defend it. I did
was
not.
there for
Nope.
that.
I sent a tweet that somebody said in the chat because it was a stupid tweet that somebody wrote defending Big Mouth. I did not.
I mean,
personally
I
defend-
just
and
feel
will
like you
not-
need to
I
give
will
One
not
Piece
defend
a
that.
fair chance and watch a good amount of episodes. I mean, you definitely only need to get like 50 in to know if you're gonna absolutely love it or absolutely hate it.
I told him to watch Sanji's arc.
That's fair.
That's what I told him to start with.
That's got to be like
that's a
not
really
even
good one.
20 episodes in.
I got to like Zoro's origins.
Oh, you didn't
That's
get
about where I
anywhere.
am.
You didn't get
Okay.
anywhere.
Nope. Yeah, you didn't get anywhere. That's true.
So, could you please give One Piece a chance now that it's on Netflix, please?
Yeah, can you watch the Sanji arc specifically?
Please.
I mean, I have a Crunchyroll account, so like I can definitely do that.
But will you?
But will you?
Can we use this as a documentation that you said you will?
I will give it a chance, another chance.
Okay. We
All right,
have
he said it here.
confirmed here, time stamped and everything.
At exactly 57 minutes and 12 seconds in.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, good.
So
We'll bully you.
yeah, absolutely, we'll bully you, and I'll send people to your Twitter to bully you too.
Oh no.
So Slim Jim dude, can you tell me what anime and manga you have enjoyed? Specifically, some of your maybe like top 5 or like some of your favorites.
I would say, personally, the only manga that I've actually started looking at, which is in the past month, I am caught up to... Actually, I'm not even caught up. I started getting over the train arc in Demon Slayer, and I saw that I was reading that on the manga. Super excited for the movie that's coming out.
Ooh.
I did enjoy that a lot. But I've also recently got caught up to Boruto in the manga, which I'm probably going to get hate for this, but like I enjoy the story and everything that's going on in the manga right now. But for animes right now, I really like Darwin's Game. I like that. Really big fan of Naruto, Bleach. Demon Slayer was super good. The visuals were awesome, and the sound was great. Really beautiful. But let's see. Not too many other... I mean, not a lot of other things, but Rising of the Shield Hero is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll
I feel
find
like
a bunch
that's a
of other
hot
ones I've
take
seen.
too.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it, but there are some things that concern me in it, so.
Well, how long would you say you've been watching anime / reading manga as it is?
I've probably only really got into it like maybe 3 years ago. I think. I mean, I've always known of Naruto and I've seen some of it, but I haven't like actually like gotten really hard into it since until like you guys were really kind of pushing it on me. So.
Well, can you
That's
say that
true.
we've changed you for the better?
Yeah, I would say so. There's a lot
Hell
of good
yeah.
stuff that I've seen, so I do appreciate it.
Frick yeah. Well, I guess on that note, on the topic of Demon Slayer, you said you're starting to get into the manga, correct?
Yeah.
So a lot of people say that what carries Demon Slayer is definitely the animation rather than something like the actual story itself. How do you feel about that statement?
I would say it's moderately accurate because the story itself is pretty simple. There's in my opinion, there's not a lot of different dynamics in it. It's pretty I mean, I wouldn't say it's mundane, but it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
The animation itself, the animation is like really, definitely carries it in where it lacks in the story, I would say. But I would definitely recommend the anime just because of how, visually appealing it is. It's really awesome. I think it was the most impressive anime I've seen to this day.
Wow.
That's high praise.
I mean, I would definitely say I agree with a lot of what you're saying, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend it, at least giving it a little watch, seeing what you think.
Yeah.
I know that it ended recently, and I've heard that the ending is pretty lukewarm, so I guess we'll have to see when we get there. But
Hey, Zesty lukewarm, anybody?
Cool.
Oh yeah. That reminds me, James. Since we have you here, would you be interested coming in on a future date with the other Zesty Boi?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, Zesty Boi podcast confirmed.
Metal Mama, why you hate me for liking Boruto?
I mean,
I don't think you need to.
I don't know if that's the hottest take on.
Yeah,
her
I
part,
don't
to be
think that's.
completely honest.
Yeah, jeez. I do want to say, however, we did have a guest in the past that we confronted about you. In fact, James.
We did.
So
I know.
do
who
you?
it is.
So Joseph or Maine, we asked him why does he hate you, essentially, and he said no, I don't hate James, and so we said, oh, why don't you answer his phone calls anymore? And he goes, well, he used to prank me, and so
I don't remember
he used
that.
to prank me, so I just stopped answering him. But then he said something very nice, and I think we should revisit it right now, live on this podcast. He said, the next time James calls me, I will answer. So James,
He did.
how do you feel about giving him a call right now, please? Just a short
Jesus
call.
Yeah, will you please call him live? Just
Just a
say
short
hello.
one, please.
Just say, hey, I don't have a lot of time, but I
my
just wanted to
God.
say hello.
I don't have his phone
Oh,
number.
I've got it. You want
I
it on
mean-
Discord?
Yeah, Evan can type it to you on Discord
Yeah,
real quick.
I
Where
got
none of
you.
us will ever
Man.
get doxxed.
Don't
with his
worry.
number.
Sure, I'll be, I guess
Aw.
I'll get
Look at us bullying James into things he doesn't want to do. Sorry, James.
I do want to give
hopefully he's
Soul
busy.
Slayer a shout out for the 1,000 bits and saying James needs to give it a chance through Arlong Park. So that's what you got to do. Confirmed.
I'd agree 100%.
Confirmed.
All right, here we go.
So I'm really happy for it. Can you put it on speakerphone
please put it on
so we can
speaker.
hear him? Yeah, thank you.
It's on
I can't hear
speakerphone.
it.
Do you want to hold it close to your mic, please?
Hello, hey, is this Joe?
Yeah,
Hey. Well, I'm glad Evan set this up. Hey, I'm
Oh,
just
I
giving
set
you a
it
call
up.
here.
He doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I just want to say hi.
yeah, man.
It's not. This is a legitimate phone call, not a prank phone call.
I understand.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that everything's all good, and
Yeah, dude. Evan told me you thought I could do something.
I think that was just a long-standing meme between everyone that we just had that set up. But yeah, no,
Memes are forever.
awesome. Yeah, I'm glad there's no hard feelings or anything.
Of course.
Aw.
You're a cool guy.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I would like to get to know you a little bit better
Yeah, sure.
throughout the coming
That'd be
years and everything. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad we got to do this, and I'm sure we'll be in contact from now on. So, all right. Nice to talk to you again.
I would not be ignoring your phone call, man.
Okay, good. All right.
Say I would not be
Take care.
annoyed with that.
Take it easy, man.
Bye-bye.
Did he say I would not be
Hell
annoyed
yes.
at that?
Oh, well, you know what?
If
You
If
don't
want to
know.
get
I had
to know
somebody
each other
screaming in my
better,
ear.
we're going to have to do a
Oh,
James
a
and
James
Joseph
and Joseph
podcast in the future.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Unconfirmed
I
date,
wouldn't be opposed to that.
but eventually.
That
Wow,
was very
I'm
wholesome.
so happy he answered right away.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, I feel like somebody maybe let him know that phone call
I can.
was coming.
I
I
will
don't
swear on
think-
everything. I did not swear on.
Like, because
everything.
Evan and I were talking like of questions to ask you before you were in the
we
call. 'cause
literally
you
came
left
up
for a
with
while.
this while you
Yeah.
were gone.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
yeah. So this was not planned at all, unless Evan texted
I
Joseph
didn't.
right as soon as we thought
I
that. But I don't
promise
think he
on
did.
everything I didn't.
There you go. Wow, what a
That was
wholesome moment.
awesome.
Awesome.
I'm so happy.
Fantastic.
Well, I want to do at least one game, and then we can have some more discussion if we would like. So, we have got a very famous and well-known game on this podcast. I had some help from the chat and Twitch when I made some of these, so you can bully them about it if you don't like them.
All right, well, is this the sick art activity?
This is the art activity, yes!
All right, well, I'm going to get the chat out of the way.
So you guys got to get the chat out of the way so you can't cheat. James, you have seen the podcast, but let me explain it in case anyone may not know. I have taken it upon myself to make some wonderful pieces of art from popular and well-known anime characters, okay? And so, it is up to you guys to work together. You will get half a point for guessing the character and half a point for guessing the anime. So I will show you my drawing, and then at the end I will show you what that is actually from. The inspiration that I took.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so this is just you drawing.
I drew these, yes. And so
we have to go.
They will be on the stream. I will put the first one up now, and you guys can collaborate together.
Let me hide the
chat.
chat.
Chat. Don't no cheating.
All right, James, we got this. You and me together against the world.
Okay.
All right, I'm starting off very easy for you guys. There he is.
Okay.
A little bit bigger.
Well, this is obviously Naruto, Brandon. I hope you agree with me.
I think I know his name, James. I think I know his name. I think his name is Hayate.
Okay.
I think it's Hayate.
It's
He's
one of
the
those
tuning exams guy. He's got to be. You know, the guy who's always got like a toothpick or something. Yeah, I see the toothpick. I see it.
Yeah.
I think his name is Hayate or Hayato, but I think Hayate is more likely.
Okay, yeah. I think you're correct. At least
is that what we're going with?
Final answer, Hayate.
Oh, you guys are wrong, idiots.
No!
It's Genma from Naruto. You get half a point.
Genma? Who the frick is Hold up a second.
He's Genma.
Genma. I need to look this up.
I just looked it up on my phone.
Fuck!
Make sure I was
Hayate?
right. He died. Spoilers, sorry.
Who the fuck is Hayate? No! Hayate's the other one!
Yep. There
they look so similar.
There he is. That's the perfect thing that I took inspiration from, okay?
I'm so sorry, James. Here.
It's alright.
For the record,
it's okay.
I'm gonna send Hayate to the Discord chat just so you can see how close I was to this.
Okay.
Alright? That's Hayate.
Oh,
I was
that's
so
embarrassing.
Fucking close.
Yeah, not
they
even
look
close.
so similar.
Not even close.
That's one of those two guys from Naruto.
Here's the next one. I go.
Damn it.
Those one two guys.
Here's the next one. It is on stream.
Oh my god.
Very simple.
Well, that's definitely Naruto again. That's the dog.
What's his name?
Doesn't
it start with a P?
It starts with a letter. That's true.
Hey, thanks.
This one I spent a lot of time on, so.
I mean, you did a good job. I'm proud of it.
So it's definitely not Akamaru.
No, not even. It's one of Kakashi's.
Sure.
It's got to be one of Kakashi's.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, look at his little eyes. Do you see those eyes?
Yeah, he looks very suspicious.
He's skeptical,
to say the least. Yeah, very skeptical.
He looks like the Duck Hunt dog when you lose. He goes, that's what he's doing.
Well, okay, so I think we can both agree it's from Naruto, correct?
Yeah.
So
is that? I need some things corrected here. Is that his tail in the back, or is he leaning up to pee on something?
That's his tail.
Okay.
He's got multicolored legs, so that's what that is. I didn't draw the back legs because you can't see them in the picture.
Can we get a hint on the name?
Oh. I mean, I feel like something like Pokemaru or...
Oh, maybe. It does start with a letter.
Thanks. I mean, if you don't have a guess, James, I think we should just go with that because like I have no clue otherwise.
Pokemaru, final answer.
Something like that.
Sure.
So
nope,
sure.
Dorks. It's Biscuit.
Biscuit.
What? Oh man!
You get half a point from Naruto.
When has there been a dog in... Oh.
Biscuit, like from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, but apparently not. Dang it.
I guess that...
Look, that's him. Look at him shifty like... All right.
I'm mad.
And we are on number 3. There he is. This one's... Man, I took it way too easy on you guys. This one's very simple, too.
Oh, that's the sushi from American Sushi. What is this?
Beans! Man. It's beans!
From what?
Hunter x Hunter. It's beans.
Okay.
I trust me on this one.
Are you confident?
Yeah, I trust you.
This man eating beans!
This is the answer?
It's got to be beans.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us see. Let us find out. You're correct. It's beans from
yes!
Hunter.
I love
you get a
beans.
Full point.
He makes no sense. Like, he's literally a jelly bean.
The chat bullied me and said it was too easy, but I did it anyways because he looks goofy.
I mean...
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
At all.
I'm pretty sure he's in the... Yeah,
I don't.
he was in the election arc.
Okay.
Yep.
You know,
That's
he
him.
was
Yeah,
like,
I don't remember his name though.
his
At
name's
all.
Beans.
It's Beans.
Beans.
Because he's a jelly bean. All right,
Beans.
this
Maybe
may be
beans.
the hardest one here.
Okay.
Oh, good.
My best
I'm glad I
drawing
got
by
that.
far, but definitely the hardest one.
Oh boy. All right. I'm just glad I knew Beans right off the bat, dude.
That was
I'm happy about
very. You were very confident.
Oh God.
Easily my best drawing. I think everyone will agree.
What the frick?
Thank
Have
you.
I seen
Yeah,
this?
See, I see in the chat best drawing. Yeah, you've seen this.
I'm at a complete loss. I mean, I'll definitely respect the
book.
art here. I can see that a lot of work went into this, so respect on you, Evan.
I want to say
Yeah.
that any meme a dick said I made a mistake and pulled out the original instead of my drawing. Well, if you can believe it, for as photorealistic as this is, it's actually my drawing. So if you
trying
guys
to think
can't
of-
figure it out, people in the chat are
mean,
very confident.
I'm trying to think of anime that James would have seen that have a school setting scenario.
guess-
All right, here's my
See,
one thought,
maybe,
James.
Is it from Death Note? Maybe?
Well, here's my thought, right?
I don't know.
I remember in Bleach, in the school settings, that they had gray uniforms. I don't know if that has anything to do with this character, because they seem more like a teacher, and I don't know if they'd be wearing a gray suit. But
Yeah.
that's my one
Alright.
thought process. But I guess it could
Yeah.
be Death Note. That would also make sense. They were in a school for a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right though about the Bleach. I think it might be Bleach, but I honestly I could not tell you.
Can we
who
just
this
say
is.
the teacher in Bleach?
You want to say the
Would you
teacher
be
in
okay
Bleach?
with that,
Final
James?
answer?
I mean,
I'll agree with that. I'll
Okay.
go with that.
So I'm going to make you guys really upset.
oh no.
Oh no.
So I want you to know you guys were very close. However,
Okay.
it's in Death Note. And it's the
Oh
English,
no!
the English teacher from Death Note.
Darn.
Well, do we at least get half a point for saying that he is a teacher?
No, you didn't say what type of teacher, sorry.
well, what's
No,
his name?
English teacher.
Oh, you have to go English
Yeah,
teacher.
nice try.
Okay.
Damn.
You could have got a whole. You could have got at least half a point if you'd have listened to James, but
Sorry, James.
where we're
I
at.
don't know what
It's
I was.
okay. I was not confident in myself
all right.
at all.
This one's also very simple. I made this off stream, so people are gonna be really
Oh.
happy.
Okay. Oh no. What is this gonna be?
What the heck? Oh, I know that. That's
is it?
Fry from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. Or not Fry. What's his name?
I don't know his name, but I know
Oh,
This is my favorite anime.
he's the kid
What's his
that has
name?
blue, but I don't know his name.
I want to say Fry.
I mean, that sounds like Futurama to me, but
Yeah, it does. I think his name is Fry though.
I mean, I will trust your judgment since I screwed up last
Okay.
time. If you want to call him
Want
Fry,
to call him Fry?
we'll go for.
We're gonna go Fry
I
from
do
Foster's Home
want
of
to
Imaginary
hear
Friends.
Brandon's guess of a name.
I mean, like I've seen enough Fosters to like have an educated guess, but I do not remember his name.
You have no
the
guess
life
for
of
the
me.
name? Okay. All right. I think you're probably safe now. So I will say it is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And you were on the right track with Fry, but it's in fact Mac from Foster's Home.
Mac.
Oh.
I thought for some reason I thought Mac would be like the big red dude who's like a basketball player.
That's Oh
That's
no,
Wilt.
that's
Nice
what's
try.
Wilt.
Okay.
Together. They wanted me to.
All I remember is cheese and
They
Eduardo
wanted me to.
Cheese.
and blue.
They wanted me to draw Frankie, and I thought that's too hard. Let me pick an easy one.
Oh, I would have got
No,
Frankie
we would have got
right
that
off
one
the
for
bat.
sure. Yeah.
All right.
Immediately.
Here is the last picture, the last piece of art. I think everyone's
All right.
going to be a fan favorite of this one. This is going to be
Oh boy.
top tier.
Okay. I'm gonna make a good guess here. I think this might be a Zesty Boi.
I,
Oh, you think?
I see Hank Hill
I
in
really
the chat.
I mean, what do you think, James? Is this a Zesty Boi?
Yeah, I guess that does look like the original picture. Yeah. Sure. I think that. Yeah.
Okay, I need
So,
a final
I'll
answer.
go off of that.
I think we're gonna
It's
go
Zesty
Zesty James, also known as Slim Jim Dude, also known as Zesty Avocado.
Okay, so I
From
would have
the anime Great Guy.
given you it. What's it from? The anime Great Guy?
The anime Great Guy.
Nope, it's from Epic Games actually. That's
Fuck!
Oh, yeah, damn it.
but it is Zesty James. I'll give you the full point though, just because I'm feeling zesty myself. So you
We
guys got
I was gonna.
We got 2 points.
Right when I looked at that, I thought it was gonna be from Attack on Titan. Like,
one of the Titans. That's what you
Oh
thought.
no, we got half. We got 2.5 points, right?
You got a total of 4.5 points. In fact,
What?
out of
Hell yeah.
out of a possible 6. So you guys got 75%.
Hey, I'll high five you for that next time I see you, James.
Hey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Clap. All right. Yeah. So there's our art for the day.
That was a sick art activity, Evan. I can
I was
really tell
very
you went
happy
above
with
and
those.
beyond. Very ecstatic. So I guess do we want to move on to some more zesty conversations here?
Yeah, what do you got, James? What do you got going on?
Yeah, James, what's up?
What do I got going on? What's
Yeah.
up? I'm just cramming for finals right now, I guess.
Yeah?
And just doing some homework.
You doing homework while you're on the podcast?
You're doing homework in the middle of the podcast?
Not while no, I would never.
Well,
I
you'd
would
watch
never.
anime and do.
No.
Hold on. You guys have a conversation. I gotta
good.
bring something up. It's not that. It's
Uh-huh.
not that. This is a
Okay.
top tier chat post from Two Spookster.
Oh, okay.
But so you go ahead. You guys keep chit chatting. I'll bring it up. Have a conversation.
I will say I was kind of blanking when you guys were like asking me the question, but I have been getting pretty into Tower of God.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
I'm actually
caught up to the anime.
I'm interested in your opinion on it because I haven't looked into anything about it at all.
Uh-huh.
So I'm interested. What do you think? If you had to sell it to me, would you? And what's it about?
I'd say yes. Basically, where we're at the beginning, it's not very clear on what the world is exists of, but the thing that they make clear is that there's this tower that exists in the world, and if you can climb to the top, you basically become God, and you can get anything you want.
Okay.
That's it is up now officially. This was in the hit chat of the anime dude YT, which you should follow on Twitch as well. And Brandon and I were watching that and putting various things about James using the hit Zesty James emo, and this is him ready to game, and he's got some snacks going.
Epic.
I made a bunch of different ones.
There were a bunch of different ones. This
Yeah,
is the
we-
only one I screenshotted, but I wanted to share it with everyone because it's you ready to game. You got some energy drinks, Doritos, popcorn, sugar, and knobs. And you're ready to game.
I know you're a
yeah,
fan of
that's pretty
cheese,
accurate.
James, so I knew that was a.
I love cheese. Yeah, you're right. I do make I do take
No,
the
wait.
Doritos and put shredded cheese on them and put them in the microwave.
Is that a James Munchie?
You ever done that?
James Munchie?
That's
I can say one thing
that exists. In
I've
the
been
world.
doing lately when it comes to homemade tacos.
Ooh.
Is get the tortilla, right? Or the hard shell, whichever you floats your goat, and just grab a handful of Doritos, just crunch them up, and lay them down as a foundation. It's extra good.
Ooh,
It's like a
interesting.
Dorito taco, but at home. Heh heh.
But at home.
I didn't burn these.
That's impressive, I'd say.
Really?
I would say we're also that's right. See Victory. We are on the Frick Rachel team
What?
right now.
Oh,
I don't know anything
are
about
we?
that.
Rachel from Friends?
You wouldn't understand. It's a Tower of God.
Oh,
cool.
oh, fuck.
Embarrassed. Now, while we're talking about cheese, hey, James, you ever
Yes.
have cheese curds?
Yeah, I have had cheese curds. Yes, I do enjoy.
Yeah, you
cheese
ever been
curds.
pranked with cheese
I would
curds?
say. I would say that's a thing that's happened.
Let's
to me.
hear
Yes,
it.
I have been
I would like
pranked.
to hear that story, please.
So this is another Dairy Queen story.
Hey.
Back when Brandon and I were Dairy Queen buddies,
Hey.
and he worked in the kitchen because at the time I was not old enough to work in the kitchen. For some reason, you had to be 18.
Yeah, I think it was
right?
18.
18 to work in the kitchen because it was like a small, compact kitchen. But every other Dairy Queen, you only had to be 16.
It's stupid.
So I was 16, not working in the kitchen. So I had to depend on Brandon to make everything that I would eat at Dairy Queen.
For his sweet breaks.
So
What?
there was a lot of
The
trust.
way you said that
involved
was
in
very
yeah.
odd.
This is very important to the
Anyways,
story.
continue.
So, for whatever reason, somebody who was ordering for Dairy Queen made a mistake. Instead of ordering cheese curds, they ordered corn nuggets.
Corn nuggets.
Now, what are corn
So we
nuggets?
got a whole bag of corn nuggets.
So,
it's just, I don't know.
corn nuggets can basically best be described as, you'd have your normal breading for a cheese curd,
Yeah.
but instead of cheese on the inside, it's literal sweet corn. Or
Oh.
I don't even know if it's necessarily sweet corn, but it's some sort of corn concoction.
Well,
and it's
I
all
know
red.
from personal experience you love
Yeah.
the taste of sweet corn-related substances, Brandon.
I mean, I actually don't mind corn, unless it's sweet corn soda.
That's a...
In which case, I do not frick with that in the slightest.
No, me neither.
But basically, these
Corn
corn
nuggets.
nuggets were indistinguishable from the regular cheese curds we have. They looked the exact same, except for their insides, because of this order mistake. But please continue, James.
Absolutely. So, probably once a week, if not more, when I'm working at Dairy Queen, I'd put in an order for a side of cheese curds because I love cheese curds and they were expensive, so that took up the whole meal price for me. So I was sitting in the back, enjoying my cheese curds, and Brandon came back to talk to me, and also our favorite manager Mike, which helped us pull the good Terry heist back in the day.
Great, man.
We were all back
The
there chatting.
heist.
I was just yeah, and I was just on my phone, just eating my cheese curds, minding my own business. They were back there talking to me. Picked up this one cheese curd and I put it in my mouth, and when I bit down on it, it was really soft, and the unexpected flavor of sweet corn filled my entire mouth, and I instantly spit it out and looked Brandon dead in the eyes, and he looked back at me with this disgusting, mischievous smile, and at that moment, I had the intentions of murdering him at that second, and he was just as mischievous as can be, just thinking of how he got away with sticking a corn nugget in my cheese curds, and thinking I would just take it like a champ, but I would not take. I was pissed.
Well, no, I kind of expected you to spit it out and freak out. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping you
that's
just
what
eat it and be like, "Oh, this cheese curds not very good. That's kind of weird. I wonder why that is." I was full on expecting you to get to it.
I don't
and be
think
like,
the prank was like, oh, I hope he enjoys this cheese, this corn nugget.
I mean,
no, just to spit it out and not want to get back at him. Apparently,
I mean, from what I remember,
I was gonna kill you.
I remember that I was in the kitchen chatting with you. And I remember you were just eating your cheese curds, we're going about, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you bit into one, and you're instantly like, "What?" You spit it in the trash. That's very accurate representation of how he sounded, by the way.
Goodness.
True.
I feel...
Well, there was also a similar story with that Mike the manager pulled without any
on
help.
you?
Oh, good.
Yes, on
You're
me.
always the victim of pranks, aren't you?
I am, apparently. So my favorite topping at Dairy Queen was our marshmallow sauce.
I know this one.
I don't know.
Very good.
I don't know if I know this
It
story.
was delicious. I don't think you do. I haven't really told many people about it because I'm ashamed of the story. Yeah. So we ran out of marshmallow sauce. I don't think Mike had the intentions on ordering any more because I think it was like discontinued because nobody ever ordered any of it. So I would often enjoy my marshmallow sauce on a nice little small sundae. So one day Mike comes up to me and he has a small sundae in his hands. He goes, "James, guess what I found in the basement?" I go, "What, Mike? What'd you find in the basement?" And he goes, "I found some marshmallow sauce down there." And I was like, "Oh my god, and you made me a marshmallow sundae?" He's like, "I sure did. Here you go." And he hands it to me. And I'm looking at the sundae, and I'm like, "What? This doesn't look like marshmallow sauce." It was like slightly more yellow. It has slight yellow tint to it. And I put it up to my nose and I sniff it, and it smelled like mayonnaise. So I looked at Mike. I said, "Mike, you son of a bitch! You trying to give me a sundae with mayonnaise on it?" And he's like, "What are you talking about? It's marshmallow sauce." I'm like, "You're a bullshit me, dude. Get out of here." And I threw the sundae in the trash, and I've never been so upset and a manager in my entire life.
Oh, man. I guess...
But it was all in fun and game. It was all fun.
on the topic of Dairy Queen, James, did you ever thieve anything from Dairy Queen?
What?
I'm asking this not knowing the answer.
I don't think I did, but I know what you said.
I know.
steal?
I've stolen 2 things from
What did
Dairy
you
Queen.
steal?
Actually. So basically, when we had smoothies there, like when they were first coming in,
Yeah?
at one point they had a flavor called kiwi strawberry.
Yeah?
So basically, you'd have your normal strawberry mix, and then you had to add in like the kiwi flavoring.
Yeah.
And they ordered so many of the goddamn kiwi flavorings, and we still had them like 2 years later.
Okay.
So I was like, no one's gonna notice if I take one of these. So I took one, and I used it for a while. And
What
it
did
was
you
really
use
good.
it for?
I mean, just add it to like frickin' like
That's
at
my
home ice cream
immediate thought is,
concoctions
what the fuck would you use kiwi flavoring for?
Dude, it was good. I loved it. But the other thing I stole, so the s'mores blizzard, right?
Yeah.
They had this this godly liquid substance that you put in it called graham base. It's like this sugary graham crackery concoction that I can't even describe with words. It's that good. Like, I don't know what adjectives to describe it as taste-wise because it's so unique. I've never tasted anything like it. But it makes anything you put it in 12 times better. So I'm pretty sure I found out that we were going to be getting rid of it. Like, we weren't going to have it anymore. And I basically took one of the bags, and I took it. I stole it. And I still have it in my freezer to this day.
Now, hold on.
I mean, it's frozen. It's never been unfrozen, so I
Hold
imagine it's still
the
good.
phone.
We should
Hold
enjoy
the
some of
phone.
that sometime.
I would love to, James.
How did you...
Let's do it. Let's
How
get
in the
into that.
world did you get out of Dairy Queen with these things? Like, I assume they're not very small.
Oh, I remember how I did it. No, it was kind of a big bag, but
Yeah,
to take the trash out to the dumpster,
Okay.
you would have to grab like this big yellow wheelbarrow is the best way to describe it. And it had a little bag in the front to like hold the key to the trash cans, and also I think like I don't know, like some other utensils in there.
Like trash bags.
Yeah, there you go, trash bags. That's where you could put the trash bags in there and stuff, so you could go outside and change all like trash bags outside and whatnot. So I just snuck it in there, and then my car was a little ways up, so I just grabbed it and set it, I think, behind the dumpster, or no, behind the curb, because there was like a curb back there, and I went after we were clocked out. I just went back there and grabbed it.
Some real Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah. Dairy Queen corporate? Yeah, I got him.
I regret
He admitted
nothing.
to it.
They robbed
He
us
admitted
all
to
the
it.
time. They robbed us all the time.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
That's true.
I mean, they did.
But yeah, I'd like to add that the Grand Base had the consistency of wet sand.
Yeah.
When you put it in your mouth.
It's so good.
But oh my god, it was good.
Yeah, I might have to go get a spoonful of it later.
Well,
I mean, like, it's frozen, so I have to really like scoop it out of there really hard, you know.
you
But,
better give me some too.
I mean, I'll save some for you.
Ooh.
I still have.
We could probably, we could probably get. They have Grand Base back again. They have the S'mores Blizzard again, so we could probably go steal a new bag.
How would you?
had
No,
the
there's
right
no way
connections.
you'd be able to steal a new bag right
Just
now.
roll up. Hey, I'll
if
give
we
you
paid
guys
somebody enough.
$100 if you give me a bag of Grand Base right now. I feel like some
Oh,
13-year-old would be like, all right, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we just go wait by the dumpster for some little kid to take out the garbage. from
Drug
Dairy
dealing
Queen.
Grand Base, bro.
Hey, go get us some Grand Base. Give you this
They'd
100.
be like,
so
hey,
good.
I'm gonna call the cops.
It's so good. I miss Grand Base.
You give a 16-year-old $100, they'll do anything for you. Like steal
I-
anything.
I-
They're not gonna
I,
say,
I
yeah,
could give a
disavow
friend of
that. I
ours $1
disavow
billion
that.
and they would not perform oral sex on a man. So
Yeah, no.
I don't know if we
James,
really
what
need
pranks
to say
have you done on
$100.
other people? You've been the victim of pranks. What pranks have you done?
Well, I kind of got there's this website called prankdial.com, and I know Evan's been using it pretty frequently nowadays.
Like once
you
in
can-
the past month. So
Right,
yeah, frequently you could say.
But you can put in anyone's number, and then like spoof a number. You can put in like a random like number with your area code in it, so like they pick it up. Some people like me don't answer calls if they don't recognize the area code or anything like
Hey,
that.
me too.
And
Mhm.
and you can select like a bunch of different pranks that have already been recorded, and then they wait for somebody to say something, and then they'll like react to it, and they can like kind of sense if people are getting angry, so like they'll say other things. You have to check it out to like actually see what it's about, but it's pretty neat. I don't do it too often, but like if somebody's really stupid, I don't know, like Evan.
What?
send
So
them
hey, I just remembered my greatest April Fool's prank of all time. happened to deal with the Zesty James. Okay.
Oh, it did.
So I thought, April Fools, James is a good sport. I can prank him. So I created a fake Craigslist ad saying that he was giving away an Xbox for very cheap. It might have been for free, in fact.
$100.
Yeah, an Xbox One when they were brand new. Brand new for $100. And I did nothing else. I just put it up there and listed his phone number in the ad, because you could do that on Craigslist. And James, what was the response that you got from it?
I got at least 10 phone calls and at least 20 text messages a day asking about it. And every time somebody would call me, I'd answer it like, "Hey, are you Corey?" Because for some funny reason, Evan put in that my contact name was Corey. And they would say, "Hey, Corey, you still have that Xbox One for sale?" I'd say, "No, I don't. I never did."
never
They're like, "Well, you should take down the ad then." They got real pissed off at me because I still had the ad on Craigslist, and I'm like, "Dude, it's fake. Like, this stupid kid made it and put my phone number on it. Like, leave me alone."
Corey, you got
It was super annoying.
Oh, I don't see
Yo.
how that could be annoying.
Completely
No.
unrelated topic,
Yeah.
but also related at the same time.
About Corey?
How do you two feel? No, not about Corey, but how do you two feel about the fact that Craigslist no longer has the the goodie section? If you know what I'm talking about.
What do you
They
mean?
no longer have like
mean-
the women seeking men, men seeking women.
Well, they've got missed connections.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
that
that's
you
kinda
can't
where it
say,
all
hey,
happens.
No, missed
I saw
connections
this girl on the
is
side of the road.
plenty weird. Missed
I mean, I
I
know
would
it's
pull it up
weird, but
right
I'm
now.
talking about the other ones were like the other ones were very direct, and they no longer have
I
those
think
on
you're
Craigslist.
I think you're underestimating missed connections, because when they took those away, that's where they all went
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
okay.
looked at it
I guess I just
recently.
haven't explored Craigslist enough to know
Oh, of
that.
course
to.
you
Yeah,
did,
'cause
Evan.
I missed a connection.
What? Where?
You. Said this handsome guy getting fish and chips in a uniform.
Now they just have connection. Oh, there
Yep.
it is. Misconnection. I found it. Yep. Oh, here. What's new?
Do you see the?
Here, 29-year-old big girl seeking older man. All weird.
Oh, good. Never mind. I'm
This
sorry,
isn't-
boys. I
Yeah,
didn't know
this
that.
isn't. James, is this the segment you brought for us?
36 year. Enjoy hourly and overnights tonight.
Oh, good. Well,
There you go.
I guess to change the subject since I started this.
What's
all
your
real.
opinion
James
of Corey
did-
Baxter, James? Why do you hate him?
I don't like
Hey,
him.
he said happy birthday to you.
He did say
What the
happy
fuck,
birthday
James?
to you.
He did that before he went to jail. He did that.
Yeah, that's right.
I forgot.
Did,
I want to say Brandon was a soothsayer with regards to that, though.
I knew 100%
The
that needed
future.
to be your good old 21 birthday gift, for a fact.
No, I'm talking about your photoshops you made.
Oh, yeah, my good old Corey in
Oh.
the Cell. So
You made
way
another
back
one,
when I was
too.
learning how to... I also did Corey in the Hood, I think.
Oh, yeah.
One of those two.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think that was what it was. But basically, so I was learning how to use Photoshop way back in the day. And Corey in the House was a good meme at the time. So I would, practice, like, cropping him out and, like, adding his face to stuff. And one of them was Corey in the Cell, where he was in jail. And then shortly after
I can vividly remember that picture.
Yeah, I still have it. I still have it.
There's
to
the
this
guy
day.
looking real creepy right
Yeah.
behind his shoulder.
He's just
Right
like,
behind his shoulder.
He's just like, it looks very concerned. So I must have like predicted that because this was like back in probably 2014,
Yeah.
2013, one of those two. And so right after, like maybe a couple months after I delivered this beautiful birthday message to James from Corey Baxter himself, he gets put in jail for like some very shady underaged lady stuff, I'm pretty sure. So that's not cool.
That's
You
true.
jerk off, Corey. What the fuck? But I remember specifically in that that video, I asked him to give James some behind the scenes of Corey in the House because he was such a huge fan of it.
Oh, yeah.
But he basically just said, "Oh, behind the scenes, the whole show wasn't real. We didn't actually film it at the White House."
Yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't me.
Yeah, that's what he said. Didn't film it at the White House.
We were
Wasn't
at
actually
the
filmed
White House. Gotcha, guys.
Thanks, Corey.
Yo, James, what's up, man? It's your boy Kyle Massey from Corey in the House, man. I heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. And a little behind the scenes, Corey in the House was not filmed in the White House, so I hate to break your heart, but the truth hurts, my friend. But happy birthday, man, and many more from your man Kyle Massey.
Happy birthday!
Wow. Okay. Well, moving on from Corey. So there's one specific story I want to transition to, but I have to
Okay.
ask something first that involves James. So Evan and I, and James for that matter, didn't really live that far away from each other during our Xbox Live days, correct?
Yeah.
We're all within like a good old walking distance, maybe like maximum a mile away.
Yeah.
So Evan and I specifically, some nights would be like, you know what? Let's just go to the gas station real quick, or like let's go to frickin' Wendy's or wherever.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we would just
yeah.
leave and go and grab some stuff and then go back on Epic Game.
Yep.
So I wanted to know. I feel like James must have came with us at least once, but I don't recall what it was. So I'm asking James, did you ever come with us?
I'll be
I remember you dropped off a couple of chicken sandwiches at my house.
Oh, good.
I don't
didn't-
remember this
did
at
do that.
all.
Well, what I was trying to transition to, because whether or not he came with us, there was one time where a really cool character in our life, we're going to call him Quail. So Quail
Oh,
is
yeah.
an awful person. Awful person. But there was one time where, so I guess a little background. I can't just go in and say he's awful. That's slander. So let me give you reasons
broke his
why he's
window.
awful. All right, so this man has anger issues. Let's just say that right now. So something that he would do is, get really mad and, like, physically assault stuff. That is correct, James.
Oh, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
So, anyways, there was one time he got so angry with a video game that he threw a controller through his window. That is a fact. So, another thing is he would be really, really stupid on Facebook back in the day. Like, some very cringy stuff. I could get into it, but let's just say it's cringe, okay? It's the easiest way to describe it. Just pure cringe. And Evan and I both got blocked by this man.
Yep.
So, there was one night where he was with us playing some Xbox, and we're like, hey, we're going to go to some Wendy's. And I don't remember if we invited him or if he asked to come, but either way, he ended up coming with us. So I said when he got in the car, I'm like, hey, the stipulation for you to come with is that you unblock me on Facebook.
Yep.
And he agreed, and he unblocked me on Facebook. And not even a week later, he blocked me again.
Blocked.
I just wanted to throw that story out there because it involved this time period, more or less.
I have no idea what made you think of this story. I didn't remember that.
I was thinking
at all.
about like what led me to that was going out while we were playing, games. We'd go out and grab stuff at the gas station, and like we were both directly involved with that. And I couldn't remember if James was at any time because he lived close and he would also play games with us sometimes. But I just wanted to connect one story to the other, and I wanted James to be here for that. Thanks, James.
All right, so we can come back and do more stories, but I'm about to blow my load because I've got a very secret and surprise game for these two young men here.
Oh.
Okay, so it is
Please
called,
elaborate.
and I quote, "Whose tweet is it anyways?" Where the tweets are real and the points don't matter. Shit. So the point of this game is I will read and show a tweet on the screen, and you guys, I will start with Brandon first, and then James, and then we'll alternate. So the first one, Brandon starts, second one, James starts, okay? And so these are in no particular order. There's no pattern. Good luck trying to find one. And there may not be an equal number of each of you, okay?
You said I go first?
You get to go first, okay? So I want to put that out there. All the rules are there, okay?
Okay.
The points don't matter. James will probably win because he's the guest.
Fuck.
So, yeah. Eat a butt. So,
dang it.
I will put the first tweet on the screen right now.
I just want to say get owned, James.
It is called... The tweet is, it should be on the screen. It says, "Yeah, I'm a scrub."
What?
Are
these like popular people?
No, it's you or Jane. It's you or Brandon. They're from you two.
Oh, I know who it is then.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a James tweet.
You think it's a James tweet? James, who do you think it is?
It's a Brandon
tweet. All right,
tweet.
let's find out. I don't actually know. It is a Brandon tweet. James gets 30 points.
What gave it away?
There it is.
I just know I didn't tweet that.
Brandon, can you give us some more context to this in 2016?
In 2016?
Yeah.
Was I not talking to anybody? Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that even to this day, I'm still a scrub. So
all right, that's
all I
was
needed. Probably just self-deprecating a little bit there.
That's all I needed.
Thanks. Fuck.
All
man.
right, on to the second tweet. James, you will start with this one, okay?
Okay.
It says, and I quote, I just put it up on stream, "Don't get mad at me if ate your Oreos if you didn't hide them well enough."
Yeah.
It says, "Don't get mad at me if ate your Oreos if you didn't hide them well enough." James, who do you think tweeted that?
I think I did.
You tweeted that? Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
I think James tweeted it.
You think James tweeted it?
I think I tweeted that as well.
That's the scrub one. Just kidding. There it is. It was a JJ tweet.
Oh.
Can you explain that to me a little bit? Just a little.
Apparently I ate somebody's Oreos, and I guess they got mad at me. But can't really get mad at me for eating your Oreos if you didn't hide them well enough, I guess. I don't know.
So you want to go on a scavenger hunt for Oreos.
I mean, if you didn't hide them well enough and I found them, don't get mad at me,
You're trying to tell me that if you came over to my establishment and I had some Oreos just sitting out and I said, "Hey, James, I don't really want you to eat those Oreos."
Don't eat them all.
And then I leave the room and I didn't hide the Oreos, they're still there. You would eat them and get mad.
Like if they're
and then be upset
and then say
and
then you would say, then you would tell me that I cannot be mad at you because I didn't hide them well enough.
All right, like if you just put them on your counter, then you can't get mad at me because you didn't hide them.
Well, but I said you can't eat them.
All right, we're on to the next one. We're on to the next one. Oreo. We can come back to Oreos if we need to, okay? Tweet is on screen. It says, "Some people change so much that you don't even recognize them anymore. Some people don't change at all, and that sucks too." You'd think it was a song lyric at first, but it's not, in fact. Some people change so much that you don't even recognize them anymore. Some people don't change at all, and that sucks too. Brandon, whose tweet do you think this is? Whose tweet is it anyway?
I'm going to say this is my tweet.
You think it's your tweet, James?
Yeah, this is actually my tweet.
It's your tweet.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you know that for a fact?
I'm pretty confident.
It is a James tweet!
What?
Yeah.
Get owned.
Oh my god!
I think James is just going to win this without
that
me making points.
That seems like 100%
I know,
something I would tweet.
There's something obvious on here that I can tell, but I'm not going to realize it till the end. But it's a good way for me to tell if it's my tweet or Brandon's tweet.
What is it? You're not going to give him the hint?
Yeah, what the frick?
Like I tell him, but it'll give it away.
Okay. All right. You can explain it at the end. We'll keep that secret.
That's fine.
Okay. So
Not
can you
bad.
explain that at all, James?
I was probably really confused as a teenager. I don't know.
Just you were depression tweeting. I get you. We've all
Probably.
been there.
I don't know.
We have.
All right. Tweet number 4. Okay.
All right, James
It
is
is-
starting us off.
James starts. Yes. It is now I can wake up. #October 1st, and it's from October 1st, 2017. James, who do you think tweeted it?
Yeah. That's me. That's
You think
my
you
tweet.
tweeted that, Brandon? What do you think?
This is
I know
my
I
tweet.
did.
This
You
is
think it's your
100%
tweet?
my tweet.
All right.
100%.
So I want to.
100%.
Okay.
It's got to be mine.
Now this one is in fact James's tweet.
I've made a tweet like this though.
Now wait a
I mean,
minute.
I don't know if I
Now
would have hashtagged it.
Now
but-
hold the phone, guys. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Now, October 1st, 2017, a tweet is, you guys can wake me up now. The same day. Who do you think tweeted this one? Brandon, you get to start.
I think I tweeted this.
James.
Yeah, Brandon or you.
I was about to say, you think
It's just
you
between
tweeted the
us
same
two.
thing on the same day?
No, it was definitely not me.
Nope, that
It
was
it
Brandon.
Brandon.
In fact,
Yeah.
Dude, see, I knew I made a tweet like that. I
they were
just didn't
both on the
remember,
same day. Can you guys
I'm
explain
pissed.
that to me and how funny you guys thought you
One
were?
of us probably
Hey,
stole
it's a
it
Green
from
Day
each other.
joke. We're both really cool. High five, James.
Yeah, hey. Woo.
Very good. Thanks, guys. And we're
Cool.
on 6, okay? So this is a James start, okay?
Yeah.
The tweet is
yeah.
on screen. It is, if looks could really kill, then my profession would staring. If looks could really kill, then my profession would staring. James, do you think that...
Oh,
whose tweet
boy.
is it anyways?
Oh God.
Who do you think it is?
I love this tweet.
I'm gonna.
Let me just say that.
I'm gonna say mine.
it's your tweet?
But I'm really embarrassed. I'm gonna say it's
Okay,
mine.
Brandon, whose tweet
I-
is it anyways?
I'm pretty sure. This is my tweet. This is my tweet.
Well, let's find out, boys.
Oh.
'Cause I know that's from a song for a fact.
Okay, then it's
It's
definitely
Brandon's tweet.
Yeah.
James,
What song is that
before I
from?
let Brandon explain, I want to know why you thought this was your tweet.
Well, I already made a really bad grammatical error earlier. So
I know what
I
it's
just
from.
figured
Oh,
it's
that's what
probably-
you think that the
I
tick
know
is
what
to
it's
it, huh?
No,
It's from
no,
a brand
I,
new
the tick-
song. That's what it's
Ooh.
Mine was my trick that I thought was I always make sure to
from. Wood
capitalize
staring.
and use periods. But at first, Brandon wasn't capitalizing at the beginning of his tweets,
Yeah.
so I don't
Okay. All right. we're
That
on
was
to-
your dude. I definitely capitalize sometimes.
Yeah, we're on to 7.
More often these days. Oh,
Here is the 7th one. Okay. It is.
my start.
Google is pretty helpful. It's and I repeat, Google is pretty helpful. Brandon, whose tweet is it anyways?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that this one is James's.
You think this is James? James, whose tweet is it anyways?
That's a
You
Brandon
think it's a
tweet.
Brandon tweet? Ooh, okay.
That's a Brandon tweet.
Let's find out who's correct. It's a Brandon tweet.
Oh,
Wow,
weird.
should I have applied James's capital knowledge?
I thought.
Yeah.
I want to point out on this one, I didn't mark off the comments, retweets, and phase because this tweet just didn't hit very hard. Brandon, you got nothing
Good.
involved with it.
I wonder what I was thinking. I really don't know. But I mean, I guess to reiterate that statement,
You think
Google
Google's
is pretty helpful. You know what? I'm gonna tweet that right now and see
Please
if it
do.
can perform better than
See
that.
if
than
it
back
see if
then.
it hits harder
Oh,
in 2020, please.
Google is pretty helpful with no capitalization,
No period.
no period, no
All
period
right,
either. Just
so
threw
here's
that
the
out there.
8th tweet. James gets to go first. Don't you just hate it when mean people spoil movies for you? And I repeat, don't you just hate it when mean people spoil movies for you? I know I hate that.
That's
You think
Brandon.
that's a Brandon tweet?
That's a
Okay.
Brandon tweet. That's a
Brandon.
Brandon tweet.
Whose tweet is it?
I mean,
Anyways.
I guess I should just say it's my tweet.
You think
because
it's your
apparently
tweet?
James is onto something, so I'm gonna go.
You're
say
just
it's my
gonna
tweet.
copy his answers?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are
Well,
both
not
dumb
every time.
idiots. It's a James tweet.
Oh, frick!
James, why are you throwing me under the bus?
James, can you explain?
It's probably what year was
2016.
June 2016. Hold on. Let me Google this. Maybe
You
any
wanna look at what movies
movies-
came out that time?
Yeah.
I feel like I probably spoiled a movie for you. That's something I used to do.
2016. Probably. Let's see. Central Intelligence, The Boy. Now You See Me Too. Probably. Oh, Arrival? Really?
Oh, someone spoiled
okay.
Arrival for you.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, yeah, somebody's probably spoiling movies. I just got pissed off.
Frick.
All right. We have got
that right?
4 tweets left. So, Brandon, if you're going to have a comeback, you better start soon.
Let's do it.
All right. This is your tweet to start with. So it is, I've mastered the art of looking tired so that people don't talk to me. I repeat, I've mastered the art of looking tired so that people don't talk to me.
That's got to be a James tweet.
You think that's a James tweet, James?
I don't go.
Yeah.
think it's
Ever
your
since
tweet?
I've had a Twitter, I haven't interacted with the public enough to tweet this.
You're owning you're owning up to this one, huh, James?
Yeah, that's
It is your tweet. In fact, can you explain that one, please?
just real edgy.
Oh, man.
Don't like talking.
No wonder
to
my
people.
hand's bleeding. Jeez.
That one hit pretty hard. You got a comment and a like.
Hell, it's probably from you.
You're probably right.
For the record, I just want it to be known that my Google tweet has already surpassed with flying colors.
Absolutely. We'll have an update before we end on how far it is, okay?
Hell
So
yeah.
this next one, so James starts, I need something to let my anger out on. It is, and I
Jesus.
quote, I need something to let my anger out
Oh, my
on. James, whose
goodness.
tweet is it anyways?
I'm gonna say.
You think it's your tweet. Brandon, whose tweet
Yeah.
Alright.
is it anyways?
I'm not going to rule out that this could be my tweet, but I am
Ooh.
going to say this is a James tweet.
You think it's
I
a
am gonna
James
say it.
tweet? Let's find out, shall we? It is, in fact, a James tweet.
Oh, weird.
What were you so angry
Yeah,
about, James?
Wait, what year was this?
Yeah.
2015. It's like right around Christmas time, too. December 14th.
I don't know. Just a little. Pretty
Did you
pissed
find
off, I
something to
guess.
let your anger out on?
Probably.
Okay.
Was it a
it
child?
Walls? Never mind.
I can't confirm.
11th
There are no
tweet.
holes.
Brandon, this
Okay.
is your last chance.
Oh, boy.
Looks like Mario and I are getting married. Heart emoji, heart eye emoji, cry emoji, party emoji. Just a long list of emojis, okay? Looks like Mario and I are getting married.
This is my tweet.
You think this is your tweet?
This has got to be my tweet.
All right.
Based on those emojis. my
James,
tweet.
whose tweet?
Hey, I would never use that many emojis. This is
I
definitely.
mean, I see that
Brandon's tweet.
frog emoji, and that's a
I
giveaway.
did. It is a too spooky tweet.
Yeah!
Can you explain this to me?
I
3
mean,
years
do you want me to
ago?
look? Do you want me to search it and see what I was freaking commenting on?
I don't think you were. I don't know. I couldn't find what you were commenting on. If you want to give us
alright.
context, go for it.
All right, I'll search for it.
All right, I'll start the last
Mario
tweet
and I.
with James.
All right.
12th tweet. This is in quotes. Paula Deen is the reason all my friends are dead. It is in
What?
quotes. Paula Deen is the reason all my friends are dead. James, whose tweet is it anyways?
That's a Brandon.
That's a Brandon tweet. Brandon, whose tweet
It's
is
my tweet.
It's your
It's my tweet.
You sound very defeated. with this.
It's my tweet.
It is your tweet. Can you give us context to that one too, please?
I want to say that one has to do with possibly maybe a song lyric or
What?
like or maybe it was a quote from a movie.
Let me Google that.
Also, I found the reason why I was
Marrying
you know,
Mario.
Yeah, here's the meme that I was replying to.
Okay. Mario.
So that's the context.
Oh,
so
good.
basically,
I don't know.
I was basically I got pranked, and
I don't
now
know
I'm
that I
married to
want
Mario.
to share this with people, but
I mean,
It's a JonTron reference.
oh yeah, JonTron. Okay, I remember it now. It's all coming back to me. I think it was his Thanksgiving. Like I don't know. He was making a. Yeah, I don't know.
all right. Can you read this image, please? I'm not pulling it up. I just want you to read it.
Oh, well, it's a black and white like grid, grid comic. So there's 4 squares of Mario and Luigi. So Mario and Luigi are standing there cross-armed, looking really cool and Mario's looking kind of angry. Luigi's looking kind of, happy. They're both staring at us with some very great poses. And it says, "Hey, Super Mario, why didn't you marry Peach?" And then it goes to the next panel, and now Mario looks like he's ready to like throw down a little bit, and Luigi's got like his hand in the air, and he said, "I want to marry someone else." And then it goes down to the next panel, and Mario's like all happy, doing his jump with his fist in the air, and Luigi's, got one arm on his side, kind of like, like a angry anime girl, and the other one's touching his hat, kind of lifting it up a little bit. And above Luigi's head it says, "Who?" And then it goes to the final panel, and both Mario and Luigi are staring at us directly, both with very blank bodily stances. Luigi is T-posing.
Luigi's T-posing. I'm glad you
and it says, Mario also changed shirts in the middle of this. So, and it says, the girl reading this, ... And Luigi says, "Oh, LMFAO." I mean, since I'll probably be editing this, maybe I'll put the meme on screen.
Oh, good.
After I've given that description, for the record.
Wonderful.
So that's what it looks like.
That's
really
whose
cool.
tweet is it anyways? I think we can all confirm James won that easily.
Yeah, he did.
Boy.
You did come back
Not
for a
proud.
while at the end, but I think James ran away with it at the beginning.
I'm just glad we got to see my Paula Dean tweet again. Thanks,
That
John.
was good. Yeah, you're welcome. It was a lot harder to find dumb tweets of yours because you don't tweet. You didn't tweet very much at the
No.
beginning, and
James,
James
can you
has had
tweet
the
more?
same Twitter account for a long time.
Can you please tweet more, James?
Yeah,
No.
James, you used to be funny.
Fuck.
What happened?
I got bullied by my friends, so I stopped tweeting. That's exactly what happened.
Man, you just wait till he says whose Facebook
My
post
friend
is it
being
anyways.
at blue123.
Whose Facebook post is
Is
it?
it anyways? You just wait for that
Oh God, I know all my old stupid Facebook posts. You don't gotta remind me. I think they're still out there
Man.
too, which I should probably get on that.
one. I should just deactivate my Facebook.
Oh, I've already got him screenshotted.
Good.
Dang it.
Frick.
But yeah, thanks for playing, guys. I was really excited for this game, and I've teased it a lot over 2 weeks.
That was a lot of fun. I definitely think that was a great idea. Props to you.
Thank
coming
you.
Up with
Yeah,
that.
thanks. I'll hurt my elbow, pat myself on the back for
there
that
you
one.
go.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's all I've got for today.
So I guess are we getting into some more epic stories or
What do you got,
what's going
James?
on?
I don't know if I have any more stories. I'm not sure.
Oh, so you have not a single story left?
No, you have no more stories?
I don't know. The only thing I can really remember is when I got started on old school RuneScape. Brandon coming over to my house
Hey,
and helping me on the family computer.
I remember that.
Get started.
I specifically remember your computer was awful, but so was mine
Yeah.
at the time. So I just remember it took like a good 10 minutes for you to log into the game because it'd be loading the config and stuff forever.
Then I actually needed help getting out of Tutorial Island.
Oh no!
Hell yeah.
I got help from somebody at school. He walked me through it.
Oh.
We were over the phone with each other.
Do you want to hear like a story that I don't think I've ever told anyone before? It's a
Ooh,
great story.
Of course
It's a great
we do.
story. So this
Exclusive?
is like third grade, okay? Third grade,
Okay.
picture it back then. So Michael had just taught me how to play RuneScape, right? So,
Alright.
well, he more or less showed it to me, and I just took it from there, basically. But,
Yeah.
so I started playing every so often, whenever I could, but I wasn't very much at all. So there was this female in my third grade class who I was telling her about it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to play that with you." And I was like, "Oh, dude, frick yeah." So she made an account, and the next day she comes up to me at school, and she's like, "Hey, I couldn't figure out how to play. I'm stuck in, like, the tutorial." And I was like, "Oh, I mean, if you give me your login, I can get you through that." And she gave me her login.
Excuse me?
And then I went to Michael, because I was at the complex that day, and I went over to his place. I'm like, "Hey, can you, like, get this account through Tutorial Island, please?"
Brandon.
And he did it for me. Like, that's my story. I don't think she ever ended up playing, but
I was
that's my
gonna,
story.
I was gonna ask if he stole her account. That's what I thought that was.
No,
going
I
to be.
definitely did not steal her account, but I just want it to be known that...
Okay, that's what he wants to say. Someone who stole an account would say.
I'm just letting you know that that's a great story I've had in the
Yeah, you don't
backlogs
have
of
to
my
convince me.
memory. Oh, yeah, I don't have to not convince you either, so that's what I'm happy about. The things you do as a third grader.
That's you were edgy too.
I mean, I think that's more like middle school, but we got there.
All right. Well, if we don't have anything else, it's not as though this will be the last time we have Zesty James on. But before we go, I want to ask you, you Zesty James, when are you gonna stream?
Yeah, what the hell?
What am I gonna
Yeah, I
stream?
bugged you for a long time to stream, and you haven't. So when are you gonna do it?
I don't know.
I heard you bought a really cool computer to stream too. What the hell?
That's and
well, that wasn't the reason.
Well, okay, why do you have two monitors then?
So I can have Discord.
No,
on
that
and
was
my
to
games
stream.
on
Don't lie.
I
What are
don't
you
know. I kind of need a better CPU before I start getting the stream.
Well, I mean, if you start streaming, maybe you could crowdfund for a CPU.
That's true.
Well, see, the problem is the games I play, like Rust and Rainbow Six, they take up like literally 98% of my CPU
Well, don't play those games.
processing. Those are the games I enjoy.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
don't care.
everyone knows that streamers play games they hate. So,
Yeah,
Oh right. Yep.
that's why Brandon plays Apex so much.
yeah.
But I think you'd have a lot of Zesty Jameses in your chats if you did decide to stream. So consider it.
Yeah, probably would. I'll
So yeah,
think about it.
everyone go follow Zesty Avocado Gaming on Twitch and YouTube.
Well, I think he's actually just Slim Jim Dude.
Or are you
now.
Slim Jim Dude on?
Yeah, I think I did just change it to.
Oh
Slim Jim.
yeah, Slim Jim Dude 5210 on Twitch. Go follow him and tell him to stream.
Yeah, on that note, is there anything else you want to plug to the boys, James?
Anything I want to plug?
Yeah, what are you up to?
What am
Yeah,
I
you
up
want
to?
people to follow you on Twitter?
I mean, they definitely can now.
But if you want to, I don't know, get in on some Rust with me, that'd be cool.
Yeah, what's your
The more people you play Rust with, the
you want us to plug your Discord server?
I could do that.
What is the name of your
see.
Discord server?
Yeah. I'll just copy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
can you say what
it's
the
called
name
the
of it is?
Anime Titties
Yeah,
and Ass Club.
Fuck, I wanted him to say it. But yeah, so it's in the Twitch chat. We'll also put it in the description.
That'll expire in one day.
We'll put it
Yeah,
in
maybe you
the
can go hang out with James.
Yeah, Zesty
Yep.
James, he epic games on there from time to time, and he gets really mad if you don't join the voice call and instead call him privately. That's what I do to make him mad.
Here, actually, I'll create a new link that does not expire.
Ooh, impressive. So
Well, you'll have to send that link to us when you put it in the description.
yeah, we'll put it in the description.
Okay,
Well,
well, I'll do
while
that.
you're at it, check the description for our Spotify playlist, as
Hey.
well as our Twitter and Twitch accounts, which our Twitter is at Sushi Podcast, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/American_Sushi.
Hell yeah.
We're also on YouTube at
Heck yeah.
American Sushi Podcast. Search that up, pops up, boom, bada bing, subscribe to us, and like all our videos.
Yeah, if you don't, you're gonna regret it.
That's a threat from Two Spookster.
That's not a threat, it's a promise.
He'll kill you. Anyways, so we've got a final question for the day. We like to end off with a question. Feel free to answer it in the chat, as well as in the comment section. So my final question for the day is, what is your favorite Zesty Avocado video? Mine is Metatron test number 1.
Oh, dude.
Hey, that's my favorite too.
That's
What
your
the
favorite
frick?
too?
I cannot believe this. I can't believe we have the same favorite. Wow.
All right. Thanks for coming and joining us, James. I'm glad you had so much fun.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Glad to have you.
And
we'll
this
have to have
won't
you
be the
back.
last
Friends.
time. So thanks for watching. Little rolls, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.